Hello, it's Chris.
Well, we meet again. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to Chris vs. the People. If this is not your first time tuning in, welcome back. But if it is, thanks for listening. I think this is going to be a fun episode because the people we're going to be talking to today, I genuinely don't feel like there's room for these stories to go sideways. Now that I say that out loud, do I fear that that's only what's going to happen? Yeah, kinda. So I guess you're going to have to stick around to find out. We're going to be talking to a caller who was told that they are just friends. And then after that, we're talking about somebody's homophobic ex, which this story goes sideways, but in a fun way. At least that's what I'm telling myself. We're talking to somebody who killed a chicken at a Christian college. And then finally, we're wrapping this episode up with someone lying about their dead Japanese brother. Do I think they're Japanese? No, I literally don't at all, and therefore I'm very excited. Now, before we get into the episode, I just want to remind you, if you haven't, to subscribe to Chris vs. the People wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ChrisVSThePeople. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. I'm on 2 antidepressants, so there's a lot of things at work. Come be one of the people. Depending on when this is posted, I have not one but 2 shows in Phoenix, Arizona on October 4th. There's a 6 o'clock and an 8:30 come through. There's general admission and meet and greet tickets. I love the meet and greets. They're really such a kiki after the show. And then as always, we will be recording an after show over on patreon.com/Chris Clemens, where we are talking to somebody about their dad being straight? ? We're gonna spill some tea, and oh my god, I've got some like religious tea to spill on the after show, so I'll see you guys there. But right now we're on with Angel. Hi Angel, welcome to Chris vs. the People. Now we have to talk about the biggest lie you were told was that they were just friends. This feels like quite the open-ended submission. So was this someone you were dating, I'm assuming?
This was actually somebody I was married to.
Someone you were married to. Okay, so technically I was not wrong.
Not far off.
How long ago was this?
This was this year.
That was this was this year. I am so sorry. But while the wound is still fresh, let's jump into it. Set the scene.
So it's only going to get worse from here.
Oh.
But essentially, I was with this person for 7 years, married for a year, and I was pregnant with our child.
When he said that a girl in question and him were just friends?
Yeah.
You had 50% of him building inside of you, and he had the nerve to say, we're just friends?
Oh, yeah. I got that speech when I was like 7 months pregnant.
Wow. I swear to God, every episode outdoes the last with where do men get the fucking audacity? Oh my God. Okay. So he tells you just friends at 7 months pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you have suspicions about this person? And like, did you know the person?
So obviously without getting into details about their work or anything to expose them, but they work different careers, but it's collaborative. So they had seen each other at work.
No, it definitely sounds like it got collaborative.
It did. And they essentially exchanged Snapchats, and I found out about it because I saw him on his phone and asked him, like, who are you talking to?
Like, who are you Snapchatting? The same person James Charles is? Wait, how old is he exchanging a Snapchat?
So this girl that he was Snapchatting with is my age. So we're about mid-20s. He's later 20s.
Okay, wow. That is bleak as a late 20s to be asking for someone's Snapchat. I mean, like, saying that out loud was, like, uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. Just having Snapchat in your late 20s is already, like, the biggest ick.
Unless you've had it since it came out because you keep in touch with one group of friends. That I have Snapchat and I literally use it to talk to 3 people and 3 people only.
I believe that, but this was like, doesn't use Snapchat at all and then used it just to communicate with this person.
I mean, I don't think a flag has ever been fucking redder, babe.
Oh, it was, and I was just at that point in pregnancy and being married. I was like, okay, I'm like trudged through. And I was trudging through a forest fire.
To say the least. So you saw that he was Snapchatting someone at 7 months, and that's when you asked, like, are you texting other bitches?
I asked like about this person, and it just gives me an ick that I even like went along with what he was doing. But he essentially said that she was a coworker, that she was interested in like, that she knew he was married and had a baby on the way, that she was interested in meeting me and wanted to also be friends with me because she knew him from work. I just was kind of like, okay, but why didn't you tell me you were talking to her?
And also, why do you need Snapchat to talk to this person?
I asked so many questions.
Like, I'm sorry, if you are communicating with someone outside of your marriage on Snapchat, you are sending raw wiener pictures, period. You're not getting into intellectual debates or talking about work on Snapchat, okay? It is full hog, which I'm sure is not that impressive.
Yeah, I fear that was not even close to the worst thing that they have done, unfortunately for me. Because, fast forward, I gave birth. I had kind of told him I was uncomfortable with this. So he's like, okay, why don't you meet her? So our child was still very little, and I was forced essentially to meet this person. And she wasn't mean or anything. She was nice. She was like super, like at the moment I thought she was genuine, but I like met her on 2 occasions before I went on a trip to go see family with our baby, to meet family. And I fear that the day before he was supposed to fly out to meet me, I was calling him to say goodnight, like FaceTime him so he could see our child. And she picked up his phone. And that to me, like I immediately was like, okay, this is wrong.
Oh.
I asked her I was like, where's my husband?
You talked?
Yeah, I asked her, I'm like, where is my husband?
And she's like, oh, we're working on the spreadsheets.
No, it's worse. They were apparently doing a puzzle.
Oh my God, that is worse.
Because it's like, I'm like, that's out of all of the excuses. And they had, unfortunately, when she turned the phone to him, there was puzzle pieces on the table.
That?
I just, literally, when I saw that, I was like, okay, thanks.
Wait.
Like,
so she answers his phone at after work hours when he has a fresh baby.
Oh, yeah.
And she's all, hey, what's up? We're doing a puzzle?
Yeah, it was literally that, like, hi, how are you, girly? And I'm like, okay, ew. We're adults. Please, like, also, we're not friends. Don't call me girly.
Like,
but also, where is my husband? And why is he not with his phone?
I have to know, like, is this, like, what caused you to, like, at what point do you guys, like, split? Unless you're still with him.
So we are not together. He came to visit. Literally the next day was when his flight was booked. And 2 days later, he asked me for a divorce. Cherry on top, I was holding our child when he asked me for this. Oh, actually, he didn't ask me. He made me guess that was what was wrong, that he wanted a divorce.
Okay, I mean, may I just say on the plus side, it seems that you've avoided a murderer. That is some serial killer shit. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. He fully was saying, like, I want a divorce, and then he took it back later that day and then said, like, I want us to stay together. I want to make this work, and then took that back. And then when we got home, eventually, like, it was a few days later, we got home, and he would it was atrocious. Would just tell me, like, I don't feel anything for you. I don't like you. I don't trust you. I don't respect you.
Did you kick him in the balls? The way that I would have made the UFC fight that's about to take place in the fucking front lawn of the White House, which I can't even get into, I would have made that look like child's play. Are you kidding? He's playing hide and go seek with guess if I'm thinking about a divorce, then says, oopsies, LOL, JK, and then says, oopsies, LOL, JK to the oopsies, LOL, JK. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Bring me your sack, and here's a steel-toed boot. Bam. The fuck?
And he had the audacity to try to tell my dad that, like, this is how he felt. And my dad, I absolutely adore him, just looked at him and he's like, you're such a pussy. He's like, I can't with you. Like,
Well, yes.
you're married with a baby.
Oh my God. Okay, I think this might be the most audacious man I've come across on this show. Not only did he like feel confident enough to do these games with you, he spoke to your dad and talked about this and could justify it. Woof. That's fucking crazy. He really might be a serial killer.
Oh, and it only gets worse. That's the worst part.
There's more, respectfully?
So he said he wanted to work on our marriage. We started doing couples counseling. I eventually was off maternity leave. The second day I was back at work, he was supposed to be with our child. He asked respectfully, he's like, can I take a nap? It's been a long day because he had worked late.
Because you're fucking arching your back on Snapchat, you 29-year-old freak.
And he left our child at his family's house, and he was there at that girl's house for 3 hours.
I bet he was taking a fucking nap. Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. And thankfully had an insider who, because he turned his location off, he's like, while we're going through this, I don't want us just snooping on each other. I was like, oh my gosh.
I wonder why.
But I had an insider who still had his location and sent me updates of it with timestamps, everything. Love this person.
Wow, People Magazine is quaking. You had insiders, bitch. I mean, damn, you've got the gossip pipeline.
Oh, yeah. And that was the moment that we were like, okay, this is definitely over. Unfortunately, we were tied together with a kid, but I found out, gosh, how long ago was this? Because we've been separated for a while now. And then not too long after we had separated and he moved out, I found out he was dating that girl while refusing to file for divorce and that he had gotten her pregnant.
The way that my forehead just told me I need Botox again is fucking crazy. I don't think that thing has moved since Pangina or Pangea, whatever that earthly phenomena was.
Pangea.
What? Wait, pump the brakes, put the bus in reverse, and let's try this again. He refused to sign divorce papers for the divorce that he caused/wanted/didn't want. And then is like, oh, I'm actually dating Miss Puzzles. And then, by the way, our child has a stepchild with her?
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely fucking crazy with a capital K.
Oh, yeah. He had said he filled out paperwork and that he had started the process. Mind you, obviously, because our child is little, I have our child the majority of the time. So I don't have time, especially with a full-time job, to sit down and do all that. Whereas he had more time, but he just wasn't filing. And I kept asking him about it. And then I found out that he has this whole other child on the way.
I am disgusted. I am literally disgusted. 3 syllables.
Oh, yeah. When I found out, it was hard to I felt so sick. It was hard to eat. Because I was just like, I wanted to, but I was so grossed out. But I do appreciate finding that out because I was turned off forever.
Just like his location, I'm glad you were turned off forever. I mean, Jesus. Do you still talk to him?
We do still have a child together, so.
Like, obviously, yeah, I figured you were co-parenting, but like, does he ever like try and Snapchat you?
He doesn't try to Snapchat me, but when we do custody exchanges, it's so uncomfortable. He'll try to chit chat and he wants us to be friends, and he does all of this random makes jokes and just has even asked me, he's like, I hope one day that when we're both remarried we can just be friends and all co-parent together. And
bitch, I hope you get hit by a car right after you fucking say that sentence. How about that? How about them apples, bitch? The fuck? I hope down Candyland Lane we can just fucking become besties. Shut the fuck up and get hit by a cement truck that is leaking. You stupid fuck.
Oh, yeah. And I literally told him, I was like, we will never be friends. I was like, we will never be friends.
I would have fucking hit him with a Kia Soul if I could have.
Only reason I don't is because I do want to get custody of our child.
Yes.
I want to keep that.
Oh my God, can we sign a petition? Is there any way I can help you get full custody? I'm like fully team Angel right now.
Oh, I am working on it by just being the best co-parent, not saying anything to him, and just taking care of our child the majority of the time.
You're playing chess, he's playing puzzles. Good for you.
Puzzles with a few missing pieces.
No, the pieces were never in the box, it sounds like. Wow. Okay, well, just good on, and not that you need a fucking white dude in his basement to say this, but like, good on you. Like, moms who just are dealt this hand, because I've witnessed it firsthand with my mom. Like, it is actually so, it's so sad that this makes someone so badass because it should never get to this. But like, I have so much fucking respect for you, and I've literally never met you. Again, not that you need it from a literal stranger on the phone, but like, good on you for being an adult. Jesus Christ, the bar is in hell where this man will be after I hit him with my cement truck.
I'm like, the proof is in the pudding is what my mom always says. I'm like, it is, because after all this stuff happened, I started just going to therapy, focusing on what was best for my kid and not what's best for my emotions in the moment, and just doing that. Whereas like right now, I'm like having 2 kids under 1 year old. I'm like that. I'm just like, okay. It's like, it's not my place to judge him, and he's going to do what he's going to do. I'm just going to focus on what's important. I do judge, but
you are
I keep it in.
much less petty than me, because I'm judging this motherfucker, and I couldn't even tell you if his eyebrows are real ugly or just ugly.
I take solace in the fact that
he's going to bald.
A lot of his friends and family still like my stories and like my posts and everything, and I still have communication with a lot of them.
Wait, that's fucking tea. You should show up at Thanksgiving just for fun. Make him sweat. I'll bring the cement truck. I'm
very lucky that he works, so I will get our child on the major holidays this year. So I'm going to focus. I've even said I'm focusing on making those first holidays memorable. Doesn't even matter. He's in the rear view. He's in the rear view after being run over by the car that he put in motion. No. I was driving it, babe. Trust and believe. Unless this person actually, this is their fate. It was not me. This is, I was going to say intellectual purposes only. There's been nothing intellectual about anything I've said. It's all parody or whatever. Wow. Angel, you are a fucking badass, and I'm living for you. I'm like, thank you. It took a lot of therapy to get here. My therapist bill is, her bills are paid. Yeah, I was going to say she is still employed. Oh, yeah. She's working holidays too. We love her. She will, at the drop of a hat, if I send a text that says, okay, things have happened, she's like, okay, when can you come over to do a session? I've got you. She is amazing. We love her. Bitch, I'm so happy for you. That's magical. That really is. Oh, yeah. She has on a number of occasions, because we will find this stuff out randomly, and it's just been in phases. I'm sure she's low-key eating this the fuck up, though. She's probably like, oh, my God, I'm getting fed. She's unfortunately met him because he came to a session with her so she could get background. And, yeah, she's great. God, I'd love to get her on the phone. My God, I'd love to get my grubby little fingers on that file. Respectfully, of course. She genuinely, she's like, I don't think you know this yet. She's like, but you didn't just dodge a bullet. You dodged a whole train that was trying to run you over. Wow. No, you really did. Like, I second that notion, Your Honor. Like, I know it's weird, but like in 10 years, you're going to be like, holy shit, thank God that happened, actually. It's actually already started happening because I reconnected with an old friend who I knew. And I immediately was like, I have a kid. But just somebody who will check in on me and is super nice. And I'm like, wow, just even having that, I was like, this person who I've said I'm not pursuing anything romantic, I'm not doing anything like that, just checks in, was like, go get yourself a coffee, because moms never take care of themselves. They're always taking care of somebody else. And I was like, wow, my ex would never do that. So I'm already like the bullet beyond dodged. Wow. I'm weirdly happy for you. Like, it's, like sometimes presents come in very weird wrappings, but like
I'm excited for what life has in store for you.
Like me too.
I feel like it's going to be the summer you won't forget.
I fear that I cannot forget it as much as I would want to.
No.
I think that's physically impossible.
No, I think that's really understandable and fair.
But I'm like, I'm like, at least it happened now instead of 20 years from now. Could have been way worse.
That's how I feel about so many things. I'm like, honestly, thank God that happened now. I would definitely not have the energy to deal with this in 20 years.
No, I'm like, I already don't have the energy. How would I deal with it in my 40s?
No, heavy.
You. I'm good.
Heavy on that. Very heavy on that. Well, thank you so much for sharing and being a part of today's episode.
I'm so happy that you called. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
I will. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Dude, it really is genuinely fucking bonkers that some mediocre ass man at best has that kind of nerve. I have read this on the internet and I've said it ever since. The wrong people have imposter syndrome. Why am I sitting here wondering like, oh my God, am I doing okay? Am I this? Am I that? Meanwhile, average Joe Schmo fuck a dick is out here procreating a lot in an expedited manner. That's crazy. Anyways, we're hopping into our next call, which also involves someone's ex, but I fear that this is going to be a much different story. So, hello, Maddie.
Hello.
Hey, Maddie. Welcome to Chris vs. the People. So, you found out last year that your homophobic ex from almost 10 years ago is now a gay porn star.
I sure did.
I mean, where do we dive in to this sentence that would absolutely knock out a fucking Victorian child? I mean, like, how long did y'all date?
God, we only dated for like 8 months, I think. It wasn't very long, but
I mean, 8 months is
we knew each other for a few years.
Decent amount of time. And when you knew him, was he like straight or was he like bi? Like,
not even remotely bi. I had a lot of gay friends. I was working at a drag bar like before we started dating, so I was going to like drag bars and constantly like with gay boys, and he hated that I would hang out with them. Absolutely hated it.
Oh my God, because he wanted to be one of the gay boys in the girl clique.
No, literally, like they would kiss me on the cheek, they're always so loving, and he was like, why do they always kiss you? Why do they kiss you? I was like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. They don't want to fuck me. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, like he would have a conniption in London.
Yeah, literally.
Like every time someone would say hello to him, he would like, a vein would pop out of his neck.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not anymore.
So why did you guys break up?
Well, I moved to New York, and when we first started dating, I told him, like, this isn't going to be a long-term thing. Like,
you're like, hi, honey, I can't really stay long. I've got reservations later. I'm
literally
screaming. Maddie, that is so funny. I don't think I've ever heard anybody start a relationship with. So I'm not going to be in this for very long.
I'm moving across the country, so take it or leave it.
Oh my God. Okay. And then, how did he take that?
He was like, yeah, no worries. Like, not a problem. We can just date while you're here. But in actuality, he was trying to get me to stay in my hometown the entire time, was constantly trying to get me pregnant, was like asking for my hand in marriage. And, right before I left for New York,
Wait, we're talking about the same soon to realize that they're an F slur, right? You can agree with that one. That's okay.
I do want to make it very clear that he does still date girls. So he's not out.
Oh, he's just taking it up the behind for money?
Yes.
Which, like, listen, there is no shame in that game. Trust and believe. If I wasn't paranoid about family seeing, I probably would be kind of down right now also.
Sorry, I'm on the streets of Bushwick.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Listen, I've been here since that ex-boyfriend, and it's a lot better. At least most everybody is just queer and happy to be so.
Totally. So I have to ask, how did you find out that he was a gay porn star? Can I watch his videos right now?
Okay, I do want to tell you the name, but I do need you to bleep it out.
Okay. Sorry to the people. Chris gets this one.
Okay, so I found the text messages from my best friend from high school who knew me while I was dating this guy. Mind you, I haven't seen this guy. We haven't dated in like 10 years.
Yeah, but did you guys like still follow each other and stuff or no?
No, we don't speak.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes he like sends me messages and he's like, I'm so sorry that we like couldn't be together. And I'm like, I literally don't think about you.
You're like, save it, Shakespeare. Thank you.
It's okay. Like, really, I'm so far away from you. It's never going to happen. Don't worry. But she texted me while I was at a photo shoot with my boyfriend at the time. And I found the screenshot. It says, dude, were you aware that your ex, I'm going to call him Blake, is doing now? I think that was his name. Never really liked him. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Okay, in this scenario, I know it's not his actual name, but Blake sounds like he's doing gay porn 10 years later. I mean, that name really, no offense to all the Blakes out there.
Yeah, his real name too.
And then what happened?
She said, girl, I just stumbled upon him. He's a gay porn star now. And you have to bleep out this name. He goes by which is very appropriate for town that we come from, because I'm from Colorado, so it couldn't be more of an apt name for a Colorado porn star.
Not me making eye contact with your ex. This, oh my God. Ew.
I know. Ooh.
No,
Yeah.
that's like not meant, like genuinely just, I guess not my cup of tea.
He didn't look like that when we were dating. I want to make that clear. Okay. He didn't have the highlights. He wasn't working out so much. He got a lot bigger after we broke up.
He's scary looking.
I know. And I should have known as soon as he started getting highlights and started tanning.
Yeah. I mean, those are really two huge indicators, but also like, why does he look like Thor's brother that the parents kept in the attic? Right?
Oh my God, I'm literally going to scream.
You should get help. Girl, he is eek.
I know.
It's okay though. It's okay.
It was 10 years ago, okay?
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. You're moving on.
We've done bigger and better things since then, okay?
Okay. Now, I do have to ask, and I need you to be honest. How many of his videos have you watched?
Oh my God, I haven't watched a single one of them.
Maddie.
I couldn't do it. It freaked me out. Okay, so I looked up his name. I went through Google Images and I was like, oh my God, that's so him. I saw him wrestling a dude and I was like, oh my God. And I immediately called my mother. And she found his IMDb and...
Wait, not an IMDb?
Yes, apparently porn stars have IMDb.
Period.
And he's been doing this for a long time. Apparently, he has texted me and tried to apologize and get back together since he started doing this.
You should just send him the picture of him getting railed, no context, raw. Just the same that he was getting fucked in the ass, just raw. You know, just send it, no context.
I would love to, but then it would open up a whole can of worms of us possibly talking. But
you wouldn't have to. You just don't respond. You just say, hope you're doing well. Just saw you the other day. And then just the picture.
I do think I blocked his number and then deleted his contacts. So I don't even know if it's possible, but he might have changed his phone number. It's been a long time. I have no idea.
And good for him for his successes. Wow.
Yes, he is.
He's put in the suck in success. Wow.
Yeah, and he has some pretty distinct tattoos that were big indicators that it was definitely him.
I mean, also, it just probably looks like him.
I mean, like I said, he's changed a lot since we dated. The highlights are new. He's a lot bigger than he used to be. He was not as, he's been working out, a lot. He's humongous.
No, I saw. That's why I said he looks like Thor's sibling that they kept in the attic. I meant that.
Yeah, I mean, he was, fit when we were dating for sure, but, he was not, a gym rat like that. He got massive.
Yeah, but like, aren't you kind of glad that that didn't happen under your presidency?
That's just not my thing. Listen,
No, 100% to have to deal with someone who's measuring their micros, and their macros, and their beef or whatever. Like, ugh.
it's also giving steroids.
I mean, I wasn't gonna sling that accusation, but honey, I got two eyes and they seem to be working just fine.
Yeah, well, with how concerned about how big his was while we were together, I really hope that he never got on the roids. It was fine, by the way. I mean, it was fine.
No,
he had nothing to be concerned about, but
well, I've seen the pictures.
I'm sure.
I don't know why I'm like.
I love that I'm telling you this story because I've told so many people this story, but I did need the world to just know that this is a part of my lore. And you especially, I just felt like you would appreciate the story more than anybody.
You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll fucking take it. I'm so honored that this story has landed upon me. And now to you, the listener. Wow. Maddie, thank you for sharing this absolute Iliad and Odyssey. I mean, wow.
Oh, anytime.
Wow, this was special.
Yeah, it was special for me too.
No,
I can't say that I've had any other ex-boyfriend do this. So
you know what? I can't either. And honestly, I kind of wish some of them had. Could keep up with them. So fucking stupid.
I'm just hoping he's happy. That's all,
You know what? And I think that's beautiful. You know what? That's fucking feminism or something. I have no idea. I've been inhaling so much of the smoke on this set.
I don't wish them all happiness. I want to make that clear. But, he was fine.
Okay. Wow. Message received and message disseminated. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for sharing this.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Of course. Thank you. Have a good one.
Love you to death. Bye.
Love ya. Bye. Okay. For those of you watching the episode, I don't know why when I was saying goodbye, like stuck up the peace sign. I don't know how the peace sign became like a default. Like suddenly I am a tourist at Epcot. I'm like, oh, that silence was me doing the peace sign twice. I forgot that people also listen to this. Hey, listeners. Ooh, yeah. Okay, anyways, before this goes sideways like I predicted, we're on with our next caller.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome to Chris vs. the People. You had an interesting piece of information that came from your life that I kind of need to know more about. Why did you have to kill a chicken for a grade as part of a culty retreat at your Christian college? Which was quite a sentence.
It really is a sentence that, is part of my life forever, unfortunately.
How old were you? Like, obviously this is Christian college, but is this like freshman college or like senior year college?
It's freshman college. So I was 18 probably. So pretty young still, brain not fully developed.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to keep talking.
Oh, sorry.
So this was for a grade, obviously. What class were you in?
Yeah, so every freshman class as part of the freshman experience at this tiny little Christian college that I attended
is to murder a chicken?
Yeah, so essentially they had this thing called core classes, which were part of your freshman experience. So they basically just covered random freshman life stuff, I guess. And part of that was to go on this retreat that they essentially just wouldn't really tell us a lot about. It was kind of they literally had this joke of don't talk about Cedar Bend until you go on Cedar Bend. It was very secretive and weird.
And that didn't raise an eyebrow or two?
Girl, I should have known. There were so many red flags at this at this college. I literally, even before I actually attended this school, after I'd accepted been accepted and signed all the enrollments and everything, my mom and I were in a coffee shop, and somebody I think my mom mentioned that I was going to Spring Arbor for some reason, and somebody was like, oh my God, isn't that the place that you have to kill a chicken? And I was like, I'm sorry, huh?
She said this before you left for it? Girl, this one's on you. Come on. Also, kind of your mom. That's fucking crazy that's the one piece of that's the Snapple fact she has about this place. And she's like, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so that random barista like really could have saved me, but didn't. So, and that is on me. I admit that. I think I was just like, that was so crazy. That's like definitely not a real thing.
So let's just get down to business. How did you kill it?
Well, so basically, it was like a group project that was required, and you could only get out of it if you were already a vegetarian. So you couldn't like be like, oh my God, I'm becoming a vegetarian today. Like,
well, how would they have known if you were fucking eating meat or not?
I don't know. It's a really small school.
I would have been like, bitch, I'm a vegetarian. Bring me a salad. I'll prove it.
Honestly, I think a lot of people did like try and figure out how to do that. But basically, like right before we went on this like retreat thing, they like sat us down in class and they were like, okay, like I know probably some of you have heard, but like as part of Cedar Bend, like we do have to like kill this chicken so that we can eat it. And we have to basically like assign like different parts of this process. So
hold the fuck up. Your college administration sits you down and says, hey, by the way, we all know what goes on Cedar Bend. We gotta kill a chicken. Right then and there, hi, Your Honor, I'm busy that day, the next one, and the one before it, just to be safe. What the fuck? And then you all get assigned parts? What is this, a fucking middle school play?
Honestly, it really is so crazy. So basically there were like different parts of it. So there was obviously like the committing the act of killing the chicken, like chopping its head off. You could catch the chicken, which is the like nicest one, I guess.
I was gonna say that's probably like the most
that's
best
like, sought after one.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Yes.
Is this still a thing that happens at the school today?
No.
Oh, thank God. I swear to God, I would have never called PETA so fast in my life.
Oh my God. But there is, like, side note, there is a petition of, like, I guess former, like, alumni that, like, think this was really valuable to their life or something, to bring it back. So
I don't know why the fuck I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised at this point when someone who talks like this and makes it unbearable to listen to is leading the Department of fucking Health.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm fucking surprised
it's
anymore.
Really crazy.
Jesus Christ. That toilet gargle is just a fucking living, breathing government official. That's fucking crazy. Sorry. Anyways, it's been a long day. Wow. And it's only Monday.
It really is, unfortunately.
So
yeah, you could catch it. You could chop its head off. You could hold it while its head is getting chopped off.
time the fuck out. Time the fuck out. What the fuck do you mean? It's like, oh, you're playing the teacher, you're playing the tree, you're the dog, and you're the one holding the chicken while it gets executed. What?
Yep. And then the last two are like, you have to like pluck the chicken after it's dead and or gut the chicken. I ended up having to pluck the chicken and it was very traumatizing. I think I just like, I would only use like one hand and I think I plucked like 3 quills and they were or feathers and then they were like
babe, I don't need the painted picture to be more detailed than it feels in my mind. Okay, I understand you pluck the chicken. Do not need to know how many feathers, how many hands you use. Like, truly, I'm good.
No, you're so right.
So what was this supposed to be teaching a bunch of Christian scholars?
So this like whole like I guess like little retreat thing was like, honestly, I mean, they kind of like approached it of like, you know, like going back to your roots and like connecting with the land, and like the chicken thing was kind of like to be like, you have to face the uncomfortable reality of like where your food comes from.
You're like, honey, God gives it to us, doesn't he? And then you put them in a little pants-shitting dilemma and you get the fuck out of there.
Honestly.
I don't think I need to be taught and uncomfortable about where my food comes from. I know where it comes from. I know this was once a fucking living animal, okay? Don't remind me.
Literally, like, I actively try not to think about it.
Do you eat chicken these days?
I do. I did go vegetarian after that trip for like a year, I think. I was like, I really can't do that. Because also the gag is, it's like right after you kill it, you then like go to dinner and you eat the chicken that the group before you killed. So you're like literally like right after you kill it, they're like, here's some like roasted chicken and potatoes for you. I'm like,
everyone's like, I don't think I'm hungry, actually. That's really generous of you.
No, literally.
But also, that's so fucking stupid. If they're teaching you where your food comes from, they didn't even know where it came from. I couldn't tell you anybody in the group before me that killed the chicken.
No, literally.
What a stupid fucking college you went to. Now I'm like pissed. I'm like, was happening?
It was happening. And it was like a well-known thing that I think they've like kind of tried to bury it in the news, because I know there was like a news story right around like when I was in school about it.
Well, they're going to hate to see this TikTok coming.
If you still look it up, because the thing is like the petition that's out on like whatever like online petition place, it's like they have like the description and like they literally talk about it, I'm pretty sure. So like it's not like a secret, but like it is, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, so this isn't an exclusive. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, well, I guess now they like go to a water park or something very stupid.
Oh, now they just go to a water park. That's honestly, which one's worse at that point? They're all getting hepatitis A through D minimum.
Oh my God, honestly. Yeah,
wow.
I mean, at least nobody's being like traumatized anymore, but.
No, that's super fair. I wonder, holy shit, in 6th grade, I had, or maybe 8th grade. Oh, I think it was 8th grade. 6th grade would be fucking crazy. But I think it might have been 6th grade. I had to dissect a fetal pig.
Oh my God.
Like a pig that dies before it's born.
Mm-hmm.
One of the stages was you have to break its jaw open. First of all, the smell, I will never forget. This like nerdy girl in my group who like was kind of like yeah, like at the time I was like, oh, she's like the smart one. Like she is the quiet one. She's like the polite one, because I was always like the class asshole. She goes, I'll do it, takes it, and just the crack. I will never unhear the crack. Like this piggy wouldn't have had a life anyway. I still can visualize it in such detail.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that? And why did they make us do, like, no offense, okay, you were 18, you're like still a kid, I feel. Like,
oh, for sure.
What the fuck? They're like, oh, you just left your parents for the first time ever. Slaughter the fucking chicken and unpluck it with one hand tied behind your back. Excuse me? Wow. Are you like traumatized by this, or is this like kind of like a giggle now?
I think I've like learned to laugh about it. I honestly kind of just like shocking people with the story. It's kind of like my like fun fact about myself.
I'm like kind of shocked this isn't a like Sundance Best Winner or something. Like this, I would watch this movie if like it was done in a insert really good director here, you know, like.
No, I completely would also watch that and be a part of it.
And it could be called Christ Club, like Fight Club, but it's Christ.
I'm obsessed with that.
I don't know. We can workshop it. Wow. I almost said thank you for sharing that, but like,
well,
I don't know. I don't know if we needed all of that, you know?
Yeah, you know, I'm sorry.
No, you are not the one who should be saying, well, maybe to the chicken, but I just can't believe that 18-year-olds had to literally decapitate a chicken in the woods.
Yeah.
At Christian college. That is just psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't claim any of the energy from this phone call, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I hope you do too.
Thank you. Stay away from the fucking chickens, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Good. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Chris.
Bye. Girl, as if going to Christian college isn't trauma enough, they're like, kill the fucking chicken now. Or do you want to pluck it? I'm sorry. What? That's fucking bonkers to me. Anyways, we've got our final call to get to.
Hello.
Hi, Erin. It's Chris from Chris vs. the People. So I'm very excited for this phone call because you said that you still cringe that you made your best friend believe that you had a dead Japanese brother for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 full years. Yes.
The laugh you responded with. How old were you when this was? Like, how old were you when you started this charade?
I think I was like 10.
Okay, yeah, no, that aligns.
I feel like it's still okay, right?
No, that, I mean, like, that really is like what 10-year-olds should be doing. Well, maybe not that, but like,
Yeah.
you know, like they don't need to be like having skincare routines.
No, exactly. And I didn't, and I still don't.
Stand on that business. Okay, so why did you need to come up with this? You did it just for fun, or was there like a bet or something?
Okay, so I grew up in like a very small town where like nothing happens. And in like third grade.
Wait, in a town where nothing happens, you decide to make up a lie about your dead Japanese brother of 10 years?
Yeah, like someone had to entertain the people.
I understand that, but babe, don't you think if a town that small this happened, they would know? I mean, everybody, you would have a parade for your brother every year.
I did not think of that until now.
Well, clearly, I mean, you're like, oh, in this town that nothing happened, I said that I had a dead Japanese. I'm assuming you're white, correct?
Yes, I am white. Yep.
Shocked.
Okay, so we go on this like field trip every year in third grade to the town cemetery.
What? Okay, time the fuck out. What is happening on all of these school trips today? Why is that the theme? Is like, don't go on a school field trip. So you were in a cemetery for a third grade field trip?
Yes, like all the kids of third grade go to the cemetery with the teachers, and we have lunch there, and we look at all the headstones.
Time the fuck out. What do you mean a bunch of third graders had lunch there?
Literally, like, packed like a gourmet lunch for all of us to have with the dead people.
I mean, at least it was gourmet. That's pretty nice of them.
I know. It's like, it's respectful, right?
Yeah, it kind of feels respectful. Oh my God. So is at this cemetery where the dead brother came about?
Okay, yeah. So me and my best friend were buddied up, and we're walking through the cemetery, and we see this headstone with someone named William, and then has like the exact last name as mine, which it's kind of an uncommon last name.
The way that you're describing this, and I'm like, okay, this absolutely would have been me. Are you kidding me? If there was a fucking tombstone that said William Clemens, I would be like, yep, absolutely.
I know. I mean, it's just like presenting itself. Like I just took the bait and ran with it.
No, okay, you're so real for that, and I really do apologize for any judgment that came your way from me.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, see, this is the kind of parent I would be. My kid would come home and be like, I made up a lie. And then I'd be like, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, and like, it was really entertaining, obviously. So I think it was good that I made that up on the spot.
So you guys see this name and you just go, oh, that's my dead Japanese brother? Yeah.
Well, so my best friend turns to me and she's like, oh my God, like, do you know this person? Who is this? Like, is this a dead like grandpa or uncle? And I turned to her and was like, it's actually my dead little brother.
That's fucking crazy. That's like definitely in the Netflix doc trailer. I mean, he was my dead little brother. Bitch, you're fucking crazy. I love whatever is wrong with you. Fuck.
Thanks. Yeah, so then she was like, oh my God, I had no idea. Mind you, like, we've been friends since we were like 3. So like, it's pretty long into the friendship at this point. So she is like totally dumbfounded that like this is something that happened. Well, that I'm saying that happened to me. And she hasn't heard of it yet. So I was like, yes, like, but I did tell her too. I was like, but my parents are grieving a lot, so please just don't tell them about this.
You are fucking crazy and exactly who I was in 3rd grade. I'm a fucking
We're the same
afraid.
time.
No, like dead ass. Oh my God.
So then naturally she's like, well, like, do you have any pictures of him? And I started to like panic. I was like, oh my God, I did not even like think about this, because like, of course you would have pictures of your dead little brother to like remember him by.
That's where you just really, you've girl bossed and you've gatekeeped. Now it's time to gaslight, okay? You say, honey, cameras were not invented. I'm so sorry.
Yes, yeah, like the 4 horsemen.
He was working on the first camera and he passed. Isn't that so upsetting? No pictures.
Yeah, no pictures, sorry. We've scrubbed the internet.
So how did you end up telling her 10 years later?
She was talking to one of our friends. Like, this was like in college, okay? Like, so this is like a long time later, and this, like, she's telling one of our friends, like, yeah, it really is so sad, because like, did you know Natalie has a dead brother? And I was like,
You were like, shut up, my parents are still grieving.
yes. I'm like, do not tell this to like our new friend. Like, this is such a weird look for me, because I had to literally come to me right there.
This is such a weird look for me. I'm actually fucking lightheaded right now. This is insane.
Yeah. Okay. So I also have to tell you too, like, there's kind of like more craziness to this story.
How much more?
I think you're going to be a little bit shocked. So when I was 8 years old, so like rewind 2 years from when I told this lie, me and my mom went to Japan because she has a college friend that is from Japan. And so we go to Japan, we're like visiting this friend, and she's like, I want you to meet my family. So we meet her nephew, who at the time I was like 8, and I think he was probably like 3 years old. So great, like everything's great. He's super sweet. Come back from the trip 2 years later. I'm like panicking because she's like, well, I have to see a picture of this brother if you want me to believe you. So I'm like looking through all of our photos that we have, because I'm like, she knows every like little boy in our town, because like everyone knows everyone.
Wait,
and
what the timeout? Okay, yes, let's think in the auspice that you did have a dead Japanese brother and you had just seen the tombstone. She says, I need to see a picture in order to believe you.
Yeah.
That's that's matching crazy with crazy.
Yes, she's like, prove it. I don't care that you're grieving, prove it.
Honestly, kind of gagged. Like that's
yeah. So you see why I was panicking? I was like, okay, she's challenging me on this.
So let me guess. You show your bestie a picture of your mom's friend's nephew.
Yeah. And him and I together.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's approximately like a multitude of things wrong with that in just so many different probable languages.
I know.
But did your mom know that her friend's nephew was playing the role of dead Japanese brother?
No, in fact, I just told her right before this about it for the first time ever.
And what did she say?
She just like wasn't really that surprised. She was just like, yep, sounds like something you do.
Shit, you wore your mom out. I can tell, because that's also what my mom sounds like when I tell her things.
She's gone to war and back, pretty much.
Wow, Erin, I fear that we're the same type of mentally ill.
Well, you know what? Like, we see each other, so that's good. We're not alone.
I feel like I've seen my life flash before my eyes many times today. This is, the whiplash I have. Okay, to kick it back real quick. So then you showed the picture and she believed you?
Yes, yeah. So she was like, oh my God, yeah, that's crazy. And I used to tell her, like, we had this painting up in our guest room. She would, like, come over every day after school.
Wait, you showed her a picture of at the time current day you, and she didn't think, well, aren't you that age now? Isn't he dead?
Well, she knew I went to Japan, like, 2 years prior. Oh, but then, now I just confused myself.
Yeah, I'm confused. That's okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what did your friend end up saying once you told her the truth?
She just started laughing and was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I believed that. But I actually just talked to her a couple hours ago, and she was like, I knew you were kidding the entire time. Like, I knew you were lying. And that's like somehow worse.
No, that is. Ew, that's like a men's thing to do. It's like, I knew the whole time. Like,
yeah, so, yeah, and I also told her that I could talk to him, like, from the dead.
girl, we don't have the time or insurance to go there. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, thank you for sharing this fundamental childhood memory from your life.
No problem.
I'm
happy I got to tell it.
I'm happy the world gets to hear it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, you too, Chris.
Bye.
Bye.
Girl, I say it at live shows. I've probably said it on this podcast. Sometimes I look out into the crowd, or in this case here, the crowd. And I'm like, God damn, that is just a pure reflection. Wow, this was like a fun episode. It went truly all over the place, and my neck feels sore, not only from just being 31. Oh my God, I'm almost 32. We don't need to discuss that one. We don't need to discuss that one as I go into discussing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please rate and review the podcast 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell. And leave a comment down below what the cringiest thing you've done is. If you haven't already, subscribe to Chris vs. the People, and I will see you on the after show right now. You can get the link to that in the description. I will talk to you all next week, and I love you. Oh my God, wait. Our channel's hit over 21K. Just would like to say, for real, thank you. That is gaggy. That's gagalicious definition. Make them boys go crazy. And that feels like a good note to end on. Mwah.